Hi souls, welcome back to my channel. So how's everyone doing? Good. So today we are going to be building a budget friendly makeup kit for a beginner. So if you've just started makeup or you've just learned how to do your own makeup, or you've just learned the makeup products, this video is probably for you. So after changing a lot of products in my personal makeup kit, and after testing out a lot of products, I have finally come down to some of the best products to build your makeup kit. This is my personal makeup kit. Very chic, very simple. I like it. Personally, I'm not a person who is a big fan of universal products. I do not like to use my lipstick as my blush or my lipstick as my eyeshadow. I cannot. Now, I'm a sort of person who is very specific about what I'm using on my face. Either it's skincare or it's makeup or even the makeup tools. So I do not like to use a beauty blender. I prefer using brushes. Get started and I'll tell you what products I use. So I think I'll start with makeup tools first, and then we'll carry forward to the products that I'm using currently. Okay, so do you see this? These are literally all the makeup tools that I keep in my vanity, and these are so much. The only reason that I keep them in my kit is because these are so multi-purpose, and you can use one brush for another product. And yeah, one is this very small pizza puff, and one is this large one. This one is from pack, and this one I bought from Amazon. It comes in a pack of 3. Next makeup tool is this eyelash curler. Now I've tried multiple eyelash curlers, and some of them worked and some of them did not. So finally I've switched my eyelash curler and I've bought this one from Elf Cosmetics. Elf has 2 makeup eyelash curlers if I'm not wrong. One is their professional range and one is this normal eyelash curler. I bought this normal eyelash curler and it works beautifully. It curls your lashes beautifully. You just have to adjust your lashes in this band, and you just have to give a little bit of pressure to make it work. Just starting off with the makeup brushes. So the very first makeup brush that I'm going to be showing is this dense yet fluffy brush from Pack Cosmetics. I bought a Pack brush set, so this one's from there. This is a very nice brush, so I keep this one particularly in my kit because it's fluffy and dense at the same time. It works beautifully to blend your foundation in, and to set your face with a loose powder, and even to use it for your bronzer sometimes. This works really good. Now pack ke brushes, I would recommend you guys ki just invest in a good makeup brushes, so you do not have to change them frequently. And the first and the only brand that I would recommend, very finely built brushes, Pack Cosmetics. Go for them. Another makeup brushes that I would recommend, and I feel like I've been using them since I started my makeup journey. It's been 4 years, I guess, and yeah, I have been using them since then. This is from Pro Art. One of them is a full fluffy brush. You see, and the another one is a fluffy yet dense brush. It's a little small in size, so it works beautifully when you want to give a depth in your eyeshadow look, while this one is used for blending your transition shades or the lighter shades in your shadow palette. Next brush is a bestseller on Nykaa, and it's the best seller in their company. Another brush I use is the Pack 219 concealer brush. Now this brush I have been using, it's been 4 to 5 years I have been using this brush, and I have not seen a single bristle come out of this brush. I would really recommend you guys, do not buy any brush, but buy the Pack 219 concealer brush. Your makeup game is going to change forever, just trust me. Now last makeup brush that I would recommend is this fluffy brush from Faces Canada. Now it really doesn't have a name, but it's fluffy and it has a dome shape, so it works beautifully to blend your blushes and even blend your foundation sometimes. I personally use it to blend all my blushes. So these are all the tools that I use and keep in my makeup kit. Moving forward, let's start with the base products. So what I'm doing for my base these days is I basically use a tinted moisturizer or a tinted sunscreen, or even just a face tint. I'm not basically using any foundations or like full coverage foundations basically. And two is I basically use a concealer for my whole face, and it works beautifully, it works perfectly fine. So, and it keeps my base very light. I don't even feel like I'm wearing anything. So for when I go out and I have to, you know, look presentable and I need a base except my concealer, I use a tint from Smashbox. It's their Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 25. Now, I do not conceal my under eyes without using a color corrector. Color corrector is a must in my makeup kit because I have dark circles, and without using a color corrector, your base is gonna look ashy or grey. And it, you know what a color corrector basically does is it evens out your face, and it does not make your face look grey and ashy. Now the color corrector that I have been using and I have been loving is the K Beauty color corrector in the shade Peach. This color corrector is hydrating, it's creamy, it does not settle in the fine lines of your creases. That's what I like about this product. Next up, we are gonna be talking about the concealers that I use. I basically use two concealers. One concealer is my exact shade that I use on top of my color corrector, and the next concealer that I use is basically to highlight some points on my face, like the inner part of my eyes or forehead, sometimes even the chin. The concealer that I use and I have been using for quite a long time is this one from Forever 52. It's their professional complete coverage concealer. This is how it looks like, and I am in the shade COV003. I'm gonna be mentioning all the shades in the description below, and I'm gonna be sharing the product details too. So this concealer is a medium to full coverage concealer, and this one is not a shade lighter, not a shade darker. It works perfectly for my under eyes. Another concealer that I use for highlighting my under eyes is this one from Too Faced. This is how it looks like. It's a full coverage concealer. It's very creamy, it's very hydrating. You get a lot of product for 2,700 bucks, and yeah, this is my perfect shade. But the only problem is it's a little warm and bright at the same time for my under eyes. So basically what I mean is, when I use this on top of my color corrector, my under eyes look super bright. So to tone it down a little bit, what I do is use this Forever 52 concealer on top of my color corrector, and after that, to highlight my under eyes a little bit, I use this concealer. You only need a pea-sized amount and a job is done. That is how amazing this concealer is. The base products are complete. Now we are moving forward to the blush that I use. The blush that I use is from PAC Cosmetics, and this is a liquid blush in particular. So I do not like using powder blushes anymore. There was a time when I used a lot of powder blushes, but not anymore. I use this liquid blush, and this is in the shade Turkish Delight. It blends amazing, it blends beautifully. I have one more shade, I guess it is Fudge Me Not. It's a coral shade, and this one is a deep pink shade. Now to bronze my face and bring back that warmth on my face, I use a bronzer from the brand called The Balm. This is how the bronzer looks like. Many of you might have seen it, many of you might have not. People don't talk about this brand much, but I've tried their products. I even have their highlighter. It works beautifully, it works amazing. So I was buying the bronzer from this brand for the very first time, so I bought a smaller packaging. But guess what? I've hit the pan, guys. I've hit the pan. You know what it means when a girl hits the pan in their makeup products, right? I love this bronzer, and this is in the shade I do not know the shade, but I'll mention it in the description for you guys. I love this bronzer because I do not use a bronzer on everyday basis, but when I use this, I do not regret why I did not use it earlier. This is such an amazing product, and I love this bronzer so much. I'm definitely gonna buy another one. Now to set my face with a loose powder so that my base does not budge over time, I use this loose powder from K Beauty. K Beauty has some really amazing products, you guys. This loose powder is one of them, and I use the loose powder in the shade Vanilla. It's their HD setting loose powder. This loose powder is a very finely milled loose powder. You might have used some loose powders that are, you know, very heavy and very cakey. They get settled up in your fine lines. This powder does not do that. It's very finely milled, it's very lightweight, and it sets your under eyes very beautifully. You can even use this to set your base. I do not use eyeshadow palettes on a daily basis, but when I use them, this is the one and only palette. It's done and dusted, you guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. This palette, look at it. A minute for this eyeshadow palette. It's a proper warm toned and a cool toned neutral eyeshadow palette. This one's from K Beauty in the shade Bare Soul. I have hit the pans. I have literally hit the pans of this eyeshadow palette, and you know how much I love it. The black pigment is just super black. It's super pigmented. It's like the perfect jet black eyeshadow color. Now you see a colored pattern here. What I'm talking about is this line, this row, you see it has all the warm shades, and this line has all the cool shades. It has a black, it has an off-white color. Now the most important thing that I'm talking about is यहाँ पे जो ये वाली row है, do you see this row? It has two warm brown shades. One is this very light shade and one is this medium brown shade. Now here you have neutral shaded dark brown color. People with warm undertones and even people with cool undertones will love this dark brown color. If you see, this is a cool toned light brown shade and this one is a cool toned dark brown shade. So you know, for every undertone and every skin tone they have a color in this palette with two shimmer shades. I love dolling up my lashes, so the two mascaras that I really love and I've finished them are these two from Maybelline. One is this Lash Sensational mascara, the OG mascara from Maybelline, and the another one is this Falsies Lash Lift mascara. Has this hourglass shaped wand which you know helps in maximizing and volumizing and you know even lengthening your lashes. It works amazingly. I have it's completely empty. I'm gonna purchase another one very soon. I love using lip liners. When I started using makeup, I wasn't really good at lip lining my lips, but over time I practiced and I learned what worked for my lip lines and what does not work. So these are my most used lip liners on a daily basis. One is this very nude lip liner from My Glam. It's basically about to get over. I'm gonna definitely purchase another one. This one's in the shade Basic. It's a great lip liner. Another lip liner from K Beauty is this one in the shade Hype. This is the perfect nude brown for my lips. I love this lip liner. This is how the shade looks like. Do you see this? I love the shade. I'm definitely gonna purchase another one when I finish it. It's super long lasting, it's super blendable. So I basically gravitate towards nude lipsticks. I do not like very bold lipstick. Bold lipsticks do not suit me, I guess. I do not really like bold lipsticks. I usually go for nude lipstick. So the nude lipstick that I love are this one's again from Sugar Play in the shade 03 FOMO, and this is definitely about to get over. This is how the shade looks like. It's super creamy. I won't say it's super long lasting, but I don't mind touching my lips. This is how the shade looks like. I love this shade, and it's the perfect nude lipstick for my lips. Now another lipstick that I like using is this one from Forever 52 in the I'm Unlimited category. It's in the shade Citrus and it's a very nude shade. This is how the shade looks like. The shade is really pretty, but the only problem is, I won't even say it's a problem, the only thing is that I never use it without my lip liner. I always use it along with my lip liner, otherwise it would look pale on my face. So to end this video, I have a gloss recommendation. Now this is the gloss that I have been liking. This one's from Nykaa in the shade Honey Boo 01. I'll be very honest, in the beginning I did not like this shade, but when I played with it, when I tried testing it out with different lip combos, I started loving this blush. This is how the blush looks like. That is all the makeup products, all the tools that I use for my makeup kit, in my makeup kit. And I was very honest with you guys, these are literally all the products that I keep and that I have been using. I really hope that you guys liked this video, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button, please like this video, please comment below what you liked and what you did not, and even if you have any questions or doubts regarding any of the product, I would love to answer all your questions. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.